It's your genetic information. And if you're going to make more cells, you need to have the same DNA in those new cells as you did in your original cells. You want it to be identical, no mistakes. Very important. The problem is you've got a lot of DNA, and we've got to get that DNA into the new cells using mitosis. So there has to be a better way to organize that DNA. Well, what actually happens is that DNA can be organized into these condensed units called chromosomes. Chromosomes are made of DNA and protein. You've probably heard before that humans have 46 chromosomes. That means 46 chromosomes are found in most human body cell nuclei. What are nuclei? Well, it's the plural of nucleus. You don't say nucleuses, you say nuclei. Well, in the nuclei, there are 46 chromosomes. Organizing DNA into condensed chromosomes makes it a lot easier to move over when you're making new cells. So, if you have 46 chromosomes in a human body cell, you have to duplicate those chromosomes in interphase before mitosis starts. That basically means you're duplicating your DNA since chromosomes are made of DNA and protein. You have to do this before mitosis starts because if you're going to make an identical cell that has 46 chromosomes, just like the original, well, it makes sense you have to duplicate the genetic material before splitting. So if you look at our cell cycle video clip, we talk about interphase. That's a stage where most of the time cells are spending their time. They're actually duplicating their DNA during that time. So, ready for the tricky part? Well, because we tend to count chromosomes by the number of centromeres present, when the 46 chromosomes duplicate, we still say there are 46 chromosomes, as the sister chromatids are still attached, and we're counting by centromeres. So, 46 chromosomes here, they replicate in interphase, and you still have 46 chromosomes in this picture. But you went from 46 to 92 chromatids. We have a video explaining that in more depth and how that factors in for mitosis. Okay, so now we can get right into mitosis. I like to tell students to remember PMAT. It's a little acronym that helps you remember. The P is for prophase, the M is for metaphase, the A is for anaphase, and the T is for telophase. So remember PMAT. The stages in order. The very first step is prophase. Prophase because it's the beginning step, the nucleus is still there, and it's going to go away later on, but this is a stage where it's actually still there. The chromosomes are visible. In fact, we say they're condensing, which means they are thickening and visible. The next stage is metaphase. M for metaphase, but I also like to remember M for middle because in this stage, the chromosomes line up in the middle of the cell. The nucleus has been disassembled, it's no longer there, so we've got the chromosomes in the middle waiting there. Next, the A is for anaphase. In anaphase, I like to think as the A for away. The chromosomes move away. They are moving to opposite sides of the cell, so they are moving towards the poles of the cell. Now, one thing to point out, these chromosomes, they're not moving by themselves. They actually have something called spindles. These spindles are fibers that help move the chromosomes to the ends. Kind of helps them move along. The last stage of mitosis, think T for telophase. In telophase, the chromosomes are actually at the complete opposite ends, and new nuclei are forming on each side to make these two new cells. The nuclei are starting to surround the chromosomes on both sides. I like to think of the T for 2 because you can really see in this step that the end goal is going to be 2 cells, and in the human body, they're each going to have 46 chromosomes. And again, remember, they are identical. Now, cytokinesis is responsible for the final separation.
There is something I wanted to tell you though. There is a lot of job security in being a biologist right now. If mitosis is something that's important to you or interesting to you, there are jobs in the field of with cells, especially with the cancer thing she mentioned at the end. Um, they're always looking for a cure for cancer, and it's mitosis is the reason that cancer is uncontrolled. Mitosis is what the cancer is going through, and it's uncontrollable replication. They need to fix that. So this is something that's real life applicable, and we need a lot more scientists and researchers to research this type of stuff and heal people from cancer. So if you are interested in it, there is a lot of job opportunity in this field. All right, what did we learn from the video? Anything? Did anything stick out at you from the video? Anybody? Anything? Any word, any phrase, anything you learned? All right. Kylie said I learned the acronym PMAT to help with the order of mitosis, and I was hoping somebody would say PMAT. Um, PMAT, prophase, metaphase, anaphase, telophase. Boom. You can learn them right in order. If you remember PMAT, remember M stands for middle, A stands for away. They line up in the middle and then they move away. So PMAT is a really good way to remember it. All right, we are going to do a Nearpod. I need everybody logged into the Nearpod. The link is in chat. So go ahead and log in there for me. Let me turn it on. All right, there are 13 of you in here, so I need 13 people in the Nearpod. Alec, Armani, Ashton, Ava, Charlie, David, Harley, Kylie, Madison, Malachi, Melissa, Scarlett, and Wyatt. So far, I have Kylie, Malachi, Scarlett, and Wyatt. I need everybody else in. I got David. Let me put you guys at tables so I can come to tables who are not logged in. Alec, Armani, Ashton, Ava. Oh, Ava's in. So Alec, Armani, Ashton get logged in. Charlie get logged in. Got Harley, got David, got Kylie. Madison, you need to log in. Okay, guys, it is time. Did anybody have trouble with the Nearpod or anybody have questions with the Nearpod before we get started on our exit ticket? Okay. All right, then it's time for your exit ticket. Go ahead and open up the exit ticket. When you're done with the exit ticket, you can head out. It is called, I'll put the name of it in chat. It does have the wrong date on it, I noticed, but just ignore the date. This is what it's called. Size 7 XET mitosis 101725. Good job, Kylie. I'll see ya.